Okay, hey everyone, this is the Star People Cinemas. I've been gone for a while. I've been in school, I've been working, but I wanted to test this new Streamlabs situation and see what it's like to go live on YouTube for the very first time. Thank you for joining me. If you're gonna join me live, or if not, thank you for just watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video, the channel if you enjoy it. The Star People Cinemas is for people who have an appreciation for cinema like me. We talk about movies, life, and everything in between, and I call all of you guys Star People. Since we have a common interest in cinema and space exploration and all that. But yeah, I just wanted to basically react to this guy's video as a YouTuber by the name of Giguk, Gigguk. I believe it's pronounced Giguk, or Giguk or something. Check him out, subscribe to his channel, because he basically made a video called Demon Slayer is a work of art. And I keep telling myself I'm not gonna get addicted to another anime. I'm not gonna get addicted to another anime. But it just keeps happening. This anime called Demon Slayer came out and I'm addicted to it. To the point where I got like some Hanafuda earrings. Hold on, I'll show you guys 1 second. I bought some Hanafuda earrings, which is flower card or playing sun cards in Japanese. The main character of this anime can you guys see? Wears these Hanafuda earrings. And I am just waiting for a good moment to like wear them again. Yeah. Isn't that dope? That's cool. So I'm just like waiting for like a good moment to wear, if I find a good time, good event to go to wear them. I think I'm just gonna wear one though on the left side right here, like that. Yeah, but I'm a huge fan of this anime, Demon Slayer, and this guy made a video titled Demon Slayer is a work of art, and I believe it is, and I think that a lot of people would agree with that. So for my very first live YouTube video through Streamlabs, I'm gonna react to his video of Demon Slayer is a work of art, because it is, and if you haven't seen it, if you haven't watched it, please go check it out. Great storytelling. That's all I care about in the midst of things. I really just care about great storytelling, great character development. And there's a lot of anime out there that has that. Kind of a hit and miss for me for some of the new ones that's coming out, but this one definitely is like 100% super entertaining. So yeah, just check it out. Watch it with me. Here we go. All right. What does he have to say about Demon Slayer?
Back to the shonen genre over and over again. It's the simplistic nature that I've been able to enjoy both as a kid and still now, years later, as a fully functioning, fully grown up kid, pretending to be an adult. There's no need for some long convoluted hook like that time I tried becoming president of my ninja village when my best friend had joined Ninja ISIS. Everything you need to know is encapsulated in a nice, short, snappy title. Naruto is about a ninja named Naruto, One Piece is about a grand adventure to find a treasure named One Piece, My Hero Academia is about heroes in academia, and Demon Slayer is about a guy who has a really cute little sister who also slays demons. Yes, Demon Slayer was an anime only a few were talking about initially, myself included, but over the past few weeks has turned into a show that has blown me away, and it was surprising to me because it was something that I never thought could or would be this good, at least in the time frame given. And I think a large part of that is thanks to the phenomenal job Ufotable is doing at tackling their first shonen anime. So,
hey, I'm on the same page with that, because I never thought I'd be interested in it. I thought, like, from the thumbnails I was seeing and the little trailers I was seeing, that it'd be kind of cheesy, actually. But no, bro, like, it's really, really good. I didn't think I'd be into it. I thought it was just kind of like this sort of makeshift anime that just came out. But they put a lot of time and effort, and all the animators and storytellers are just, like, really good. So that's what shocked me about it the most, man.
Today I just wanted to take some time to highlight the fantastic work they're doing and, you know, fanboy a little here and there as the shonen trash fuckboy I am. For those unfamiliar to what this show is about, the basic premise revolves around our main character Tanjiro, who comes home one day to find out his entire family has been slaughtered by demons. The only survivor is his little sister, who herself has been turned into a bloodthirsty demon, and so begins his journey to become a demon slayer in order to find a cure for his little sister and protect others from the same tragedy that has befallen him. That's right, a shonen protagonist with an end goal we can finally get behind. Protect the Emoto! If the premise sounds kind of simplistic and straightforward, that's cause it kind of is. But simple and predictable isn't necessarily a bad thing. Some of the best examples in the genre have been titles that have taken the basic foundation and executed it again really well, but with its own twist. Plus, I would feel kind of like a hypocrite for complaining that the shonen formula is too predictable while diving headfirst into my 100th power fantasy isekai based on the fantasy world with RPG elements because, hey guys, this guy has a shield this time! And having said that, my initial impression of Demon Slayer was that it was good. It wasn't painfully uninspired like the first few episodes of Black Clover, but it was missing that extra oomph to get me really excited about it. The characters were likeable enough and the story was sufficient, but the format was a bit too monster of the week for my liking. Crow tells the main character where to go, demon appears, demon gets slain. Crow tells the main character to go, demon appears, demon gets slain, rinse and repeat. It was missing that hook to get me truly invested in the story. There was, however, one outstanding aspect that kept me coming back in hopes that the story could reach greater heights, and that was thanks to the work of some weirdly shaped furniture. That's right, the missing ingredient was a penis lamp. I mean, Ufotable. It is a good show, but I think Ufotable should be given a lot of credit for managing to take what in my eyes is a solid story for a solid manga and elevating that to give absolutely breathtaking moments. As with any battle shonen, the star of this show is the fights. And not only does it keep the monster of the week format fresh by giving each demon a different power, resulting in no two fights ever playing out the same, but it's also been showing some of the most visually striking action you can find in anime this year. And trust me, I haven't let recency bias cloud my judgment over how good Mob Psycho Season 2 looks, because while Mob had entire episodes filled with eye-jizzingly...
Yeah, I just want to say Mob Psycho and like One Piece, these are animes that I haven't like gotten into because I specifically didn't want to get addicted to another one because there's just way too much content to catch up on. But yeah, I can see the parallels that he's talking about, definitely.
Good fight animation. Fuck you, spell check. Don't even try to tell me that's not a real word. I haven't seen anything quite like the serene beauty that I feel when watching the swordplay in Demon Slayer. But this isn't a video about what the best animated show is this year. Right now I don't feel like debating between two fantastic looking shows when I can just wait till next year, when the Anime Awards come around again, and we can just complain about My Hero Academia winning anyway. Ufotable as a studio have always pushed the boundary when it comes to integrating CG and traditional animation. When you mention CG and anime in the same sentence, your first thought is normally but Ufotable have always been the gold standard when it comes to digital effects and composition. I remember the first time being really blown away with some of their stuff was their work in Kara no Kyokai. Not only in just how good it looked, but also during fights, where they used CG to mimic complex camera motions which would normally be impossible to hand draw. Nowadays, this camera work might be a bit too much of, look at me mom, I've learned how to do shaky cam! But to put this into perspective, this came out 5 years before Attack on Titan floored everyone with its dynamic camera and its ODM gear scenes. These were the CG effects we were used to seeing in 2008, and back then, this blew my fucking mind. Demon Slayer, though, has really shown their progression when it comes to their work using dynamic camera movement. What used to be a one-off effect, they can now consistently flex in this fight and that fight and that fight, to the point where I'm like, alright, Ufotable, no one likes to show off. But they're doing some really cool stuff with it. Let's take the rotating room fight as an example. There's this
Yeah, this was crazy. I love this scene, and then also because it kind of put you in the. It wasn't first person exactly, but this one scene in this Demon Slayer show was like. It made you feel like you were moving with the character, basically. So it kind of put you into sort of the front seat of the scene, and I really love that. And then the movie after the season, Rengoku, the Fire Hashira, like. Yo, I think he may be like my favorite character in anime now. I don't know. Anything with a good story and a good character, good background is just amazing. So you guys definitely check out this anime if you get the chance.
demon that has the power to rotate a room that the fight takes place in, so they get to play around with the camera's perspective in relation to our main character and the CG background, resulting in this mind-bending Inception-esque fight scene where the camera's following our main character as he's jumping around the floor, walls and ceiling with the changing gravity, which just look at this looks so fucking cool! Just for reference, this is what this scene looks like in the manga. It's one of those rare occurrences where you can look at the panels and say, man, this manga.
I've never seen the manga, but this scene, I mean, you felt like you were moving with them. You're like, whoa, what is this demon gonna do next?
It really isn't doing the anime justice. Honestly though, despite how impressive this looks, I think the real standout is the entire aesthetic, because it not only has great animation, but it's also perfectly stylized. I am absolutely in love with the art style and how Ufotable leverages this to give every battle this unique vibe you can't really find anywhere else. See, the power system at play here revolves around a breathing technique that allows the user to exude the same energy as a certain element. Water, thunder, insects here revolves around a breathing technique that allows the user to exude the same energy as a certain element.
Okay, I wanted to pause it. This character right here, I forget his name. It's like you really love him, but you hate the character at the same time. I really don't like his character. But he has his moments, but he's just like super annoying. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with that.
Element. Water, thunder, insects, anything is possible as long as you know how to breathe correctly. As far as I can tell, the elements coming out of the swords are just a visual representation, and metaphors aren't a new thing in anime to represent the power or feeling in a certain move, but Demon Slayer has taken this concept and turned it into an art form. You don't normally associate something like a hype fight with a beautiful painting, but that's exactly how I feel whenever I see the climax of every battle in this series. There's just something about the explosive thunder effects, the mesmerizing sting of an insect, or the hypnotic way the sword almost dances with the water effects on screen. It's almost like a painting in motion. The action scenes seem to come with this philosophy of how much can we polish and refine that one beautiful or explosive moment, that one satisfying slash to end it all, and this isn't just true for our main character. Some of the most memorable fights come from Zenitsu, despite the fact they only really last around a minute or two, and yet they leave such a deep impression. Because all he does is fall asleep and the demons are like, ah ha 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 ha! What a fool! He fell asleep in battle and now he's gonna die! Wait a minute, why do I hear boss music playing? And I just can't get over how damn addicting it is to see that moment because it's just so goddamn clean. And I think a big unsung hero is the sound design too. There are a few things in life that are just the perfect marriage. Red wine and steak, Nando sauce and chicken, Logan Paul's face and a fist. But I never knew that the sound of slicing swords and running water was such a perfect fit for each other, because it gives me the same kind of feedback as when I do a really gratifying move in a video game and complements the clean.
Yeah, no, there's so many qualities about this show that just blends well with each other. It's the motion capture, the film sort of composing, the music, how it blends in. Like he used the example of like sword fighting and water wishing sounds, and it does go together well. And that's what the show does well. It kind of like brings two worlds together within different scenes of like every scene of the show, which is very, very interesting. I think that's what makes it stand out once compared to other anime, other stories. It does a really great job of blending different worlds together.
Clean cuts perfectly. You know that feeling you get when you watch shit like soap getting cut or something, which if you've never seen the soothing black magic that is soap getting cut, just watch. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the exact same feeling I get whenever.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go back because I could watch that like all day. He was right. This guy is right.
Something which, if you've never seen the soothing black magic that is soap getting cut, just watch. Oh yeah,
you're not gonna watch that all day.
That's the exact same feeling I get whenever anyone is slashed in this show. It's clean, it's satisfying, and it's therapeutic as fuck, man. This is as close as we're gonna.
Yeah, because we all want to slice people up secretly.
to get to shonen ASMR, and what I love is how the conclusions to these fights resonate with the tranquil beauty of the action that preceded it. Moments of hype are immediately followed with moments of serenity. There's a sense of liberation whenever a demon gets defeated. You get to see flashbacks from their lives as a human and the shit they went through before turning into a demon, and for a hot moment you kind of feel sorry for them. You know, if not for the tiny fact of the dozens of people they've horribly murdered. Also, to put a quick spotlight on the characters, seeing how Tanjiro acts towards the demons is kind of what makes him so endearing, and these stories give a nice sense of closure to the different demons he defeats. In shonen, you are used to seeing these pure-hearted, naive protagonists, but what sets Tanjiro apart is that he exudes that same pure-hearted energy without the naivety or childishness. He can still empathize with the demons and the troubles that have landed them on his path, while knowing that what they've done isn't something that can be forgiven. His approach to everything is actually very mature, but he is still headstrong when it comes to his own ideology.
Yeah, no, I think that's important. I think that's why I love the show like the most. That's the most pungent aspect of the show, I think, is basically the lead character has an understanding that this is my enemy, right? But just because I have to face and encounter the enemy doesn't mean that I can't understand the enemy. That this person just isn't evil for no reason. Like, everybody has a story. You know, everyone has a reason of why they do what they do. And when you have an adversary, the best thing you can do is to understand that person, to not just put them in the evil category. Because when you do that, it shows a lack of understanding. So I found that so very interesting about the lead character, how mature he is, and to understanding, hey, these demons have some backstory. They were once people. My sister is this way, and I'm trying to find a cure for her. So, you know, it even sucks even more that the other demons didn't have a brother like she does to sort of, to sort of help cure them of the whole demon plague that's in their bloodstreams, basically. And I think that was super interesting about the protagonist of the film, of the show. Yeah, 1 second. I'm recording. Of the show is because he has an understanding that not everything is black and white, right? There are gray areas, even for your adversaries. Yeah. So.
And the optimistic way he sees the world. Despite having a family who was horribly murdered by demons, he's not doing this out of revenge or anger or hatred, but for a pure love for his family and a drive to make the world a better place. Of course, his motivations would be worthless if his family members weren't worth protecting. And I'm glad to say that after all the failed attempts we've seen over the years in anime, science has finally created the perfect little sister. And her name is Nezuko. This is what peak Emoto looks like. Say goodbye to all your trash tier, Oni-chan, incest crap. You want an Emoto to protect? Well, she also protects you. She takes head pats and she gives head pats. You don't even need dialogue with her because she speaks the purest language of all. Cute Emoto noises. And not only that, she comes neatly packaged in her own box. Like, fuck Gamer Girl bathwater and that weak-ass product. Give us something the world actually needs. I want Emoto in a box. I want canned head pats, step on me simulators, isekai MILF, breast milk. Alright, that last one might be a bit far. How about...
No!
Part of the Space Jam work.
No.
Hey, aren't you LeBron?
All right,
Worst girl tears when she loses. These are the reasons why I kept coming back despite me being very iffy with the whole Monster of the Week format. It may have been formulaic, but it was a formula that worked. And if that was everything, I could have recommended this as a very solid show, but what pushed me to make this video was a moment that you could rarely find in anime. And that is, of course, the end of episode 19. You always know something special happened when an anime breaks out of the confines of our little community to start trending on Twitter, have people such as Ninja tweeting about it. And that is because this one scene is a masterpiece in a show that I never expected to be able to reach these heights. Normally in a scene such as this, I like to talk...
Is it this? I think he's about to talk about this scene probably, because I'm trying to figure out where was it exactly that made me addicted to this series. Like, the next anime I really love is Demon Slayer. And I know it's all these other aspects he talked about that I agree with. Blending of the two worlds, you know what I mean? Cinema, storytelling, image, CGI, character development, all that stuff. But I think what he's going to do right now is to pinpoint the exact scene or moment that intrigued him the most about the show. And maybe it's the same for me. So we'll see.
Talk about how the writing or characters were perfectly set up to make it successfully carry such an emotional weight. But I do think the real star here is Ufotable's execution, and I can't break down the one thing that makes this scene work so well, because it's everything. I said earlier the fight seemed to have this philosophy of polishing one beautiful moment, and this was one moment that was extended and polished to the absolute limit. From the dazzling dancing and choreography that kicked the scene off, the out-of-this-world animation, the satisfying sound design giving
This scene was the shit. Yeah.
weight to every swing, the contrasting colours with the burning fire lighting up the entire screen, the beautiful moving track that was such an anti-Sawano drop, juxtaposing layers of emotion into every frame. It was one of those rare moments I've had where a scene was beautiful enough that I was just so overcome by emotions my body didn't know the proper way to react. Your heart probably started racing, some of you might have felt a chill down your spine, some of you maybe even cried. From what? From excitement, from sadness, from happiness, from an overwhelming sense that you were...
It was all of those for me. All of those for me with this scene right here. All of those. Every emotion I was feeling at the same time. Yeah.
witnessing something special. The animation, the colors, the sound, the voice acting, the music, it all formed a harmonious symphony of elements that when put together created a moment so beautiful, so perfectly constructed. There's no other way I can describe this other than it felt like I was watching a work of art. God, I love anime.
Oh yeah, that was the part right there. Oh my god. I thought that was so beautiful. This part right here. That was awesome. Woo! Yo. When I saw this right here, and it's not just this scene, it's basically like his ability to do that was, I believe, it's not fire breathing, but it's an innate ability he has that was like passed down throughout the bloodlines. And this adversary that he is destroying right now pushed him to awaken that. And it was just so beautiful because he still has so much more to learn about this innate ability he has. And just to see a little sampling of it awakened a little bit, it was just beautiful. And then the way that they presented it through the art and music, it's like you feel epic and fired up at the same time. You feel very like relaxed and you're thinking about the character's background, and it all just like this. Yeah, I would say it probably was this scene for me too. I would have to agree with them. Yeah, definitely.
Hope you enjoyed that video.
Check them out.
Thank you very much this month to Walter, Sisters 10086, Eliful, Robert Harnborg, Basil, Lauken, and everyone else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this month and making this video possible.
Subscribe to
I've been
them.
doing a lot of videos for individual series recently, but man, it's just been a good year for anime, hasn't it? Hopefully the fall season can also keep up this level of quality, which... shit, it's only a month away. Where did this time go? Man, it's just felt like summer's just started. Yeah, I guess the fall season starts next month. I should probably sort out a stream for that soon. Anyway, though, no further updates from me. I've been Giguk, and I'll see you all next time.
Peace. Alright, so yeah, make sure you go over to his channel, subscribe to him, go to his Patreon. What? Yeah, no more of that. Make sure you go to his channel, subscribe to him, go to his Patreon. I really like this video. I agree, Demon Slayer is a work of art. The movie was amazing. I can't wait for the second season. I think it's supposed to be coming out in a couple months, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, this I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you haven't seen the show, go over and see it, especially if you love anime. Also, just wanted to test this live out. It's my first time using Streamlabs, my first time going live on YouTube, so I'm still sort of, practicing everything to kind of fine-tune my ability here. Hopefully it all works out, and you guys have a lovely, lovely night. Stay focused in your dreams every day. Get up in the morning, believe you can do it, whatever it is, you can do it. And remember, we are the Star People. See you guys.